Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk some Chainlink right now. Just going to be a short video, have a big announcement within what we have going on in the world of Link. And yes, it is one of those red days where unfortunately we have had a lot of volatility in the market. So I want to talk some crypto right now, get you guys going. And if you do hold Link, let us know down below in the comments. And please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below on this video. And if you're watching along on X, make sure you give me a follow over there. Okay, but let's get into it. Let's look at the market and talk about the top 100. Guys, we're going to have these days, okay? Not here with my, this isn't a support group. I'm not here with pom-pom saying the market will get better again. It is what it is. And I actually welcome some of this volatility that we do have because it does allow us, for example, when we were buying Chainlink at $9, $10, okay, just this year. This is one of the best trades that I think was just staring us dead in the face. I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell crypto, but I'll just talk about what I'm doing personally in the market. So if you do like my stuff, that's what you're going to get here on this channel. All right. But as we look at Link here, $23, still kind of holding strong. I know it's one where we had gotten above $25 once again. We are on a 10% downturn as it stands over the last 24 hours. But all things considered, I'll take it. Okay. This is roughly about a 250% in terms of when we looked at, and you can see these teal circles. These are from my prior videos. Okay. I do leave all of my kind of analysis, all of my stuff on my TradingView because it is kind of like a receipt kind of way of talking some crypto. Okay, so if you guys watch me religiously every day, you'll know and you'll always see that transparency when we do talk about where the charts are headed. And this is where we've been sniffing this one out since way back when we were buying Link back here. Even since back into 2023, just, for my money, guys, I know it's not the $52 all-time high, but this is something where we saw periods of consolidation where we're looking dead in the face of Chainlink, okay? We're talking Chainlink, we're talking RWAs, we're talking about all the integrations within corporations in today's society. And this is basically where we consolidated from 2022 all the way into 2023 fall. And from there, guys, you can see this blue line that I've drawn. And this has been one of the best channels in terms of that ascending pattern that we have seen in quite some time, okay? And basically from this last momentum up signal, we have experienced high points of about 4.5x. And from where we're at right here, right now, roughly, we're still sitting on about a 310% gain since back in September of 2023, okay? And that's kind of what it's all about, all right? It's about having high conviction plays in crypto. If you do play the memes and you do kind of gamble in that regard, that's a whole other conversation to have. But when you do have high conviction plays, and for me personally, Chainlink is one of those, it's too big of a opportunity to kind of pass up on, okay? One thing to note as we do kind of zoom in on the charts, and I will point this out for you all, this has been a very, I should say, volatile pattern that we have seen, right? And what I'm talking about is when you take Chainlink's chart as it stands, and these are daily candles, and you stack it up against a lot of the other cryptos in the top 25, their periods of peaks and troughs have been a little bit more amplified than what we've seen elsewhere in the market. So keep that in mind, and that's something that I do welcome. If you do trade on leverage, you trade in the futures market, you do kind of welcome in that volatility. And as it sits today, this W that we did form with the double bottoms, this has exactly played out the way that we said it would, okay? And not just on a macro level as you look back in the zoomed out double bottom from 2023, but if you zoom in and you look at basically from March of this year, as we saw these teal circles that I do have drawn, March to June, all right, so that was basically a 4 month, 3-4 month period where we did form that double bottom. And then from there, very simple kind of, this is about as textbook as it gets when it comes down to just TA. And from that second bottom, this is where we've experienced highs of almost 120% in just a very short window, okay? 46 days to be exact. And that's something that is really hard to find elsewhere in any kind of traditional assets. And so to speak, what we've gotten with Link has been very, very profitable in the short to intermediate terms. And also, if you were playing the dips back in the end of the bull run back in 2022, 2023, keep adding to your Link. You're probably sitting on a pretty nice position, okay, overall, okay? But that's just kind of how I stack up. Wanted to talk about that a little bit. And as we get going, guys, if you aren't trading on BITUNIX, this is one of the exchanges that I do partner with. Check them out. There will be a link down below where you will get my sign-up promotion. Over 3 million plus global users, great app interface, all that good stuff, everything that you want to look for, okay? And also, if you are a futures trader, through my personal link that you will be using in the description. A 25% futures deposit bonus right to your account. That's a great promotion, great way to get started trading on a new exchange. Just make sure you understand where you're located. It's right for you. Do all your due diligence, all that good stuff, and start trading today on BITUNIX, okay? But this is what we came here to talk about, and this is kind of the announcement as we do look into the SBI group and the advance within tokenized assets and stablecoins within Japan, okay? And I know we talk about the Asian markets and whatnot and just how it's a sleeping giant, but I'm not going to be that guy that says that this is all new. We have found ways to trade outside of the scope of jurisdictional restrictions, and I think that the Asian markets have been privy to finding their own way about in the crypto world pretty much since I've been in it, and I think that's still prevalent today. Yes, you can't just jump head first into it in some places, but I still think it is very prevalent, okay? But as we look into kind of what we've had, this is where Link, despite being down, we wanted to talk about this big announcement as the SBI Group. This is one of Japan's largest conglomerates in the financial world, partnering within Chainlink to develop tokenized asset and stablecoin solutions in Japan, with the future plans to expand into other Asian Pacific markets, okay? So as we all know, this is where the interoperability protocol within Chainlink, that CCIP that they do use, this will support multi-blockchains and bringing the asset value data on chain with exploring payment versus payment settlements in foreign and exchange cross-border transactions. Very similar to what we see within Ripple and what they're looking to do. And that's something I did talk about a lot. And that's kind of why I have the world of RWAs, right? And for me, guys, it's Chainlink, it's Ondo Finance, and it's HBAR, it's XRP, okay? If you're new to the space, I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell crypto, but as we talk blue chips, you can't really spell out a better kind of sight line, I think, in my personal opinion. That's what I'm doing financially. You guys do what you want to do, but as it stands today, this is where we look into Link being extremely bullish. And some things I do want to talk about as we have dipped back below the $25 level. We will have some support here, okay? And that's where we're going to look at the buys and sells, understanding the market to value ratios, all that good stuff, kind of where the market's heading. And I think that as we have this volatility, and we'll look at the trading view right now as we want to talk about it, this is kind of where we're sitting on a very strong support, not just at $25, but also I do think that as we touch, and if we ever do see a pullback, the $20 level. But for what it's worth, guys, and I personally know a trader that switched all of his Bitcoin into Chainlink at one point, okay? I'm not going to say what level that was at, but I can say it was under $15 to be approximate. But you know, looking back and staring at basically dead in the eyes, and I will call it this for my personal viewpoint, my standpoint that I'm talking about right now. Chainlink was one of those trades that just was staring you dead in the face, I think, as it was trading at $9, $10, $11, stagnant, wasn't moving, and you're just kind of wondering because it's really not that flashy, sexy car on the lot. Very similar to how we talked about Cardano, HBAR even, I could put in that list. There's just a lot of cryptos that basically aren't XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. And I think simply put, that's where a lot of traders just kind of, you know, they play them and whatnot, and they may hold them, but they're not in love with them. And I think there's a lot of reasons that you could desire Chainlink even further. And for me personally, guys, this has been one of my best trades of 2025. And I wanted to share with you guys that viewpoint and what that big partnership with the SBI Group is all about happening over there in Japan. So very bullish announcement. All right, leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts? Appreciate you all tuning in as always for your crypto daily information and news. And like I said, guys, make sure you all hit that like button. Please subscribe and be sure to also check out that link in the description where you can find that promotion if you do want to start trading on BITUNIX. All right, I'll leave you all with that, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.